I just looked down at the screen. Y'all can't hear? Y'all can't hear me? Oh, let me see. It's got to be StreamYard. Hold on, y'all. One moment. Let's see. I was in the middle of my jam, too. Dang, nabbit. Dang, the freaking nabbit. Now y'all can. Yeah, it's stupid StreamYard. I have to find another platform to go on. StreamYard has pissed me off tremendously. I mean, for real. And I'm tired of dealing with them. They don't work like they're supposed to for them to want you to pay $25 a month. I ain't with that. If I'm going to pay you, I want the stuff to work. Why does everybody try to add crap and then they stuff don't work? Like AT&T. Ever since they put in 5G, they service sucks. I mean, sucks. And it's like, even the customer service is horrible. It's like, y'all are the worst people in the history of niggerdom. I just can't do it. Shout out to Cat Williams for that. Anyway, let me get started. Hey, y'all. What's going on, 300 real mamas? Yes, okay. Yeah. And my butterflies up in the butterfly queendom. Hello to my new subbies, to Lottie Dottie and everybody. This is your girl, Libra Butterfly, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast, or the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I was watching Mama Tita, and then something happened with the screen, so I'm going to have to check on her and make sure that she's okay and everything. Oh, you had to leave and come back in? You had to refresh? Okay. Girl, they interrupted my oops upside your head. You know what, y'all? Certain songs bring back certain memories. And I remember when that song first came out, I was living in Alabama, and it was a Friday night. I don't know if it first came out, but that's my first recollection of the song. Let's say it like that. And it was a Friday night, and my great auntie, because I was living in Alabama with her, and my great auntie every Friday night would fry fish and cook greens and macaroni and cheese, and people would gather down our house and stuff. I used to look forward to Friday nights because I was that kid that was seen and unheard. See, these kids don't know how to be quiet and listen because old people talk here. And I was that kid that was seen and not heard. And I would find out all the gossip, and everything, and my great uncles and cousins and the people on the street and all this. They used to come down to, on a Friday, it was a revolving door. I had so much company. We fried so much fish. It was just a big old thing. That's when family and friends was really family and friends. And I remember this song, like it seemed like it was on repeat, but they would play this song. It seemed like the whole street, and the house would get up and dance and all this and stuff. I love this song. So certain songs bring back memories. Okay, good. She went back live. Okay. Girl, yes, girl. StreamYard is ridiculous. That's an unnecessary bill, and I'm gonna cut some more fat off my bills. So, but yeah, so that's another song that I loved in Alabama when I lived there, and I was young for this song. I was 13. I'll never forget this song. It was called "Chase Me," and "Chase Me." I think it's dun dun dun. Chase me, you can't chase me. I used to love that song. Girl, boy, we used to have fun in Alabama on that song, sucking our ices and honey doing the bump and all that other stuff. It's just certain things to bring back certain good memories when you hear it. It's like, wow. So, anywho, I hope everybody has had a wonderful Friday. It's like devices didn't want to work for me today. I try to order this meal that I eat from Uber Eats. I don't really never mess with Uber, but I was like, I'm going to order from Uber Eats. And I tried 3 times, and that thing still wouldn't take my cord. I'm like, you a lie and a half, and so is your mama. So I said, forget this. So I called the restaurant and she told me what time they closed. I placed my order with them. And so when I get out there, she saw who I was. She said, oh, Coco. I said, yeah. I tried to order through Uber Eats 3 times. She said, I know. She said, well, yeah, we on the phone with them in the morning. You're not the only one to say that. She said, when they don't have drivers, they'll tell you that the restaurant's closed. She said, they check often. And when they see that they in the red, they'll call Uber, be like, why are we in the red? Because we're open. So they're going to switch from Uber. I ain't know Uber them do that. That's messed up. You messing with people's money. A Friday night, too. A Friday night. When people just got out from work, they ain't trying to cook. So, anywho, yeah, I was like, what? I met some Mayans today, and I met somebody from Kenya today, like directly from Kenya. They just got here. It was wow. I was like, whoa. The other African person, I forget where he said he was from, but y'all, they stick together. I felt like a little out of water fish because, and it was, they were very polite to me and everything, but I didn't understand, honey. They was all talking, they was talking English, don't get me wrong, but they were talking about their place over there in their country where they're from, and I just saw the pride and joy that they took knowing exactly where they're from. You know what I'm saying? And I thought about it. It's always a teaching moment. It's either a lesson learned or a teaching moment, okay? And I was standing there and it made me think that us asking for reparations, y'all, is the least they can give us because we really don't know where we come from. Like we can't say, you can do that ancestry thing and that'll put you somewhere around the vicinity of where you were maybe supposedly born. You know what I'm saying? But to say I was actually born down the street from hut number 12 over there in, Botswana, and all this and stuff. We don't have that story, and I think sometimes that's why we so lost as a people over here, because we don't have that foundation where we come from. That's what's missing. You really don't know where you're going unless you know where you've been. And so far, that's why I love old people. And I know people are like, why are you so? I love old people because they are history. They're your history. And I would sit and always talk to my granny, my great aunties and stuff like that. And I would ask them questions, like, well, why did y'all end up here? How did you, like, I wanted to know how she ended up in Kentucky, because she was not born here. And I wanted to know how she ended up in Kentucky. And then, how they ended up in Alabama, and then all this and stuff, how'd y'all get from over in your country to over here? There's certain things that only old people can answer. And I never waste a moment. I never waste a moment when I'm in the presence of some of my old relatives, because like I said, their history. You know what I'm saying? Their history. And it's nothing sadder than when you say, like, okay, case in point, I'm gonna get to why I'm on here. Case in point, my deceased husband's auntie, who had a hand in raising him for a while, her name was Corrine. Of course, she loved me, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but her name was Corrine. And when she passed away, she was 106 years old. Aunt Corrine was 106 years old. And baby, the last time I saw Aunt Reen was 104. And when I tell you Aunt Reen still had her wit about her, wasn't nothing slow. She was feeding her own self. She was she was doing everything except really walking. It took her a little time to walk, so they put her in a wheelchair, But honey, she was still alert and everything. And I remember being over my sister-in-law's house in Georgia, and she was there. And I was sitting next to her because she always liked for me to come and sit next to her. So I was sitting next to her, and she was saying something. I said, "What you saying, Rain?" She said, "Whew, look at all these kids." I cracked up. And so my husband came out of the room. He said, "Babe, what's wrong with you?" I said, "Ain't Rain." And he looked at her, and she looked like she ain't saying. See, old people sneaky too. She sat there and looked like she wasn't saying nothing, like I made that whole thing up. And he was like, "Babe, you sure?" I looked at him. I said, "Yes." He looked back. He said, "Hey, Maureen, you saying something?" And she just sat there and just watched TV. He went back in the room. We thought he was gone. He went back in the room. She said, "Well, when they gonna feed me?" I said, "Hey, Maureen, you hungry?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "You want me to feed you?" She said, "Nah, get that other one. She ain't doing nothing." I cracked up, y'all. My husband said, "Hey, Ren, you did say something to her." And she just held her shoulder up and turned her head. I rolled. I said, "You know what? Old people something else." But she would always talk to me. She would talk to me. That's what was so funny. I was like, okay, that's my boo. That was my boo. And everything. So, and she told the family how she felt about me. She was like, "I love her. I love her. Don't you get rid of this one." Talking to my husband, right? Because he had been married before. He was married to another woman for 10 years, but they was only together like a year of the 10 years. And then they went their separate way. And it's a long story with that. So, I was the second wife, but I was the best wife. How about that? And I met her, me and her ain't have no issues, girl. That was your past. That's my now. He ain't going nowhere. So, holler at your girl. So, but she was like, "Don't get rid of this one." I cracked up. I said, "He ain't going nowhere." I said, "Ain't Ring, he ain't going nowhere." Like it. And my husband, I done told her to death do his part. Well, I ain't going nowhere. I'll sleep on the couch for a night. And then I'm back in my bed. I was rolling. So, y'all, it just tripped me up. But old people, something else. They really got it. But she has so much history in her. And I just used to like go over her house and when she was still living on her own, they would go and check on it and everything. But this woman has so much history. It was ridiculous. And I used to just sit there and be like, "I don't want to go nowhere." And Aunt Reen used to say, "Leave her alone. She can sit here." My husband said, "We got to go check in. We got to go check to the hotel. I'm going to bring her back." Because I really would. I would be soaking up all that knowledge. Like she used to give them a bath in the, they had like a tub that they would get water out the well. Like in where my husband grew up, they got a well. And they would pour water out the well, and there was a tub on the back porch. And she used to warm up the water and give them baths in the tub, in their little pail thingamajigger. And I'm like, "Shut up." And then she used to show me where she used to do a whole lot of other stuff. And it was just amazing. It really was. And then she was supposed to show me how to make her a watermelon rind preserve, because I love it so much. And she didn't get a chance to do that. But my brother-in-law, my oldest brother-in-law, he makes it just like her. And so he makes sure every year that he gives me three containers that he makes. So I'm like, shh, I love it, y'all. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling. That's enough of me rambling. But don't sleep on your old people. For real, don't sleep on your old people. And for some reason, kids and old people love me. Kids, I can do without. I can. However, they always, Miss Coco, can I go home with you? I'll buy you a Popeye slushy. Come on, let's go. But no, we don't bring kids home. I had to get rid of kids, babe. I was 9 strong. But I'll buy you some. Yes, ma'am. Okay, okay. My mama said, kids love you. I'm like, I know, and I don't know why. It's like a rash. I can't get rid of it. So, I'm like, girl. It is watermelon rind preserve is thunder. It is thunder. I had never had it. And one year, my brother-in-law brought my husband some in town. And he's like, babe, try this, try this. And he put some on some biscuits he had made. Y'all, hold on. Let me not go over that. Wait a minute, hold on. Pause. Rewind. Play. I miss this man's cooking. Can I say that? Can I say that? Yeah, I can say that. This man, no. He could cook his butt off. I mean, shh. I miss him biscuits. I miss his food, period. Period, poo. And then I miss cooking. I don't cook anymore. I really don't. If you see me show you something I cook, that's a rare occasion. Because my son, he's the only one here, and he makes his own money. So him and his girlfriend is always going out to eat, or he's doing something else or whatever. So it's just me, and I know baby girl didn't be talking about my other son, be calling, talking about, Mama, you cook? No. Well, when you cook, bring me some. I'm like, Lord. So I don't even really cook no more, y'all. I don't like it like I used to, because I used to love to cook. When you have a man that loves to eat, loves to eat and love your food, like, oh, my baby cooking. I know that smell. That's my house. That's coming from my house. He knows your food. It makes you want to cook, I ain't into it no more. I'm not. I realized that about myself. I was like, so a lot of things have changed about me. I still owe somebody a meal, but they gonna have to settle for an after dinner meal, because I ain't cooking no more. Now, my family is bugging me to cook some fish in my gumbo. Matter of fact, baby girl turned towards me in the car today and said I owe her a pot of gumbo. And she don't want no friction when it comes to my gumbo. So I gotta make her a pot of gumbo. Lord, today. Anywho, yeah, girl, it's just when you by yourself, like, it just, like I said, I'm a homebody. I really am a homebody. I'm old school. I'm a young girl that's old school. And that's one thing that attracted my husband to me, is because I was a young girl, but I could cook my face off, kept a clean house, was smart, looked nice, and had a job. Now, I don't know about a whole lot of people that was my age at that time doing that, but I was. And he was like, I'm good. That one I'm going to wife up, like right now. And so I want him with a pork chop meal. 2 fried pork chops. And I didn't even know it was his favorite thing, pork chops. Didn't know it at all. So, yeah. So, I just was like, oh, okay, I got somebody to cook for. Let me go on in here and get this going. But now I ain't interested in it. I'm not. My poor husband, that my husband to be, let me say it like that, bless his heart, because I'm not into it. I'm not into it. It may change. I doubt it. It may change. I might give you one good meal a week, but But if he's good, he'll know how to cook. So we'll eat somehow. If not, I know he'll know how to pay for dinner. Anywho, Lord have mercy. So it's just a lot of things I was noticing today, y'all, that I miss. Cause like I told y'all, He took very good care of me. Very good care of me. You know, and I didn't know, okay, don't get me wrong when I say this. I'm grateful I have an automobile to get back and forth where I want to go. Okay? Let's get that out there. But I hate that I'm the one that has to drive. That's one thing I ain't never have to worry about doing. He would drive everywhere. And it wouldn't even be no thing. You know how some men get tired. I'm tired of driving. Oh, shoot. Nah. It was never him. He's like, babe, where we going tomorrow? Babe, let's go to such and such tomorrow. I got the keys. Come on. You know, and all this and stuff. So I just got comfortable in my position. And now I'm having to drive everywhere and it bothers me. I be like, oh, I need a chauffeur. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So with me finding out who I am as a single person now, I realize I don't care. I don't care to do that. That doesn't mean anything to me. You know, it just doesn't. What else have I learned? We just talking right now. I'm gonna give y'all what I got. What else have I learned? I've learned that um some things doesn't require thought and some things doesn't require a response. And what I mean by that is like you know how you let's just say you got some good news, right? And I'm so used to having him to talk to with my good news, I with whatever's going on, you know. So now it's like when I want to say something and I want a good response, I either have to keep it to myself, I have to wait and talk to, like, I've narrowed down who I can tell my news to. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Because not everybody's going to be happy for you. Not everybody, and not everybody knows how to respond. You know, I can say, oh, I paid off my car. My car is paid in full. You know, you want somebody who, okay, babe, you want somebody who wants the best for you to celebrate your success. You know, you want it to be, congratulations, I'm happy for you. You know, that's awesome. Well, thank God that's a bill out for you. You don't want nothing like, I don't know, just I'm really learning that some people are more mentally delayed than what I previously thought because some stuff I just sit I just sit and shake my head like, and I'm just grateful I don't have to deal with it. I'm very grateful. Like, it's like I only talk to you, I only see you when the wind blows. And that's good enough for me because I'm not there, y'all. And I know a lot of people witnessed me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever. And I have grown up a whole lot. Somehow, when you lose your spouse and they were a good spouse to you, and when you lose a child, you don't have time for stupidity. It's like some stuff to me it's just dumb. And some stuff to me is beneath me and really doesn't even require me to answer I even respond to. I've learned that. And I be tripping, I'm like, and that was supposed to make me say I do what? I'm serious, y'all. I be sitting there like, okay, you said that for what reason? Uh, well, I mean, won't you just say what you really mean and stop saying what you think you should say because you're trying to be a smart ass? And that's basically it. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. And I'm learning that too. And I'm not with it. We either gonna say what we mean and mean what we say. We ain't got to say nothing because it's just dumb. Who has time to play cloak and dagger? Who has time to do a seek me puzzle while you talking? Like, you know, I'm coming and I'm saying, you know what? It's raining here and it's kind of cool. And you know, natural response would be, oh, okay, you know, uh, Is it pouring? Is it thundering? Are you inside? I mean, something. It wouldn't be nothing stupid. You know, who keeping you warm? What do you mean? It's just be dumb. It's like, and sometimes I'm like, this can't be life. This can't be real. This cannot be real. And it just trips me out like, really? Really? But I realize we all are mentally on different levels. And I realize that I'm a lot to handle. I am. And mentally wise, mentally wise, there's a whole spectrum of people not on my level, not even a little bit. And a lot of times we kind of force things to happen, or we kind of force, relationships, and we force things because we really like people or whatever. And but the more, like I said today about that Miss Uninvited, it's best to be thought dumb than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. And a lot of people who I thought was very intelligent, I'm seeing that they're stuck. And the elevator only goes like to one certain level. And then after that, it's nowhere land. It's a nothing burger. It's a nothing burger. And that's real sad. That is real sad. So I've learned that this week. I really did. I've learned, like, you can't force people to be something they're not. You just can't. You'll frustrate yourself trying to help people get to where they need to be. That is not your responsibility. It's not. You see what you see and move on. So I take people now where they at. I don't try to, if you're a bottom feeder, you're a bottom feeder. I don't try to bring you up to a next level. If you a smart butt, you a smart butt. I just note you as a smart butt, and I realize I can't get nothing from you. That's it, except you being sarcastic. That's all. That's it. That's it. That's all. So, it's like, okay. Okay. So I'm just happy that I'm learning. I'm learning me. I'm learning people who I want around me. Um, I'm just a whole lot of things that I've learned. So I'm excited about that. And I had some my mother's still living. My father is not at this time, but he taught me a lot while he was living. That was one of the wisest men I ever known in my life, was my daddy. And a whole lot of conversations me and him had comes back to me, Um, today I was just sitting and I was thinking about some stuff he used to tell me, especially when it came to men. And I was cracking up because my daddy was on it, and I didn't know. He was giving me so much wisdom back then. I couldn't handle it all at once. But it's weird to know that what he said to me was correct. I can't even lie. What he said to me was correct. And I hate to say this part because he told me, he said, if anything ever happened between you and my son, he also called my husband his son. He said, you're going to have to be extra careful when it comes to men. He said, because you are what we call the complete package. And a man who's not secure in who he is will act like he is to get you and then rip you apart. That's exactly what he said. He said he would act like he's secure in who he is. And then when he gets you, he'll take every living day to tell you how you're not good enough because of his insecurities. He said it'd be something wrong with your hair. There'd be something wrong with your clothes. There'd be something wrong with your weight. There'd be something wrong with the food. There'd be anything that you're great in, he'll tear it down. He says, you're going to have to be careful with that. He said, because you're a complete package. You look good on anybody's arm. He said, you make anybody. He said, and you're going to have to be careful. And I was thinking about that, y'all. I was thinking about that thing. And he was like, you need somebody that's going to value you like I value you. He said, that's why I call you my black China doll. He said, because China is priceless. So that's been on my mind heavy today. It's really been on my mind heavy today, but in a good way. In a good way. So, anyway, I want to talk to you guys about an herb that anyone can get. We've touched on this briefly once before. The email I got wanted me to add some more information if I could. And so that's what I'm doing. This right here can be bought with food stamps if you get them. If not, you can find it in the store for like 99 cents or $1.99. It just depends. So I'm going to introduce you to it. And I'm going to tell y'all some of the things that it does. Before I give you the name, let me just tell you a couple of things that it does. Okay. It's a very powerful natural ingredient, right? And it's one of the things that it's used for is inflammation. I can't talk. Inflammation. It has been successfully and scientifically studied, and it shows to be one of the most powerful anti-inflammatories found in nature. So we see inflammation, and this can be used as effective as ibuprofen for treating joint pain, muscle pain, bone pain, fibromyalgia, and arthritis. It also helps with diabetes. If you have blood sugar issues, it can have the ability to help control blood sugar levels. So it actually mellows out your levels. If your blood sugar is too high, it mellows it out, right? It has been shown to help regrow beta cells in your pancreas, okay, and boost insulin sensitivity. So when insulin sensitivity is before you get to that point to where you go into like a diabetic coma, it makes things super, super, super sweet where you like, oh, it's too sweet. It lets you know you're on the borderline. It's well known for helping people to lose weight. And with this, you actually can lose weight rapidly. Ask me how I know. So let's see. Again, it helps to reduce inflammation and improves insulin sensitivity, which is another thing for weight loss. And let me say something. Not everybody that lose weight has diabetes. Would y'all quit that crap? I was sharing with a content creator and some people. She asked me, what did I do to lose weight? And I said I lost 100 pounds, which I have lost 100 pounds now. At the time when I told her, it was 100 pounds. I'm trying to lose the rest of it that I want to lose because I want to be 199. I need to get up under 200. So I want to be 199. So I read in the chat, somebody put diabetes. You a lie. Don't be speaking it on me. The devil is a lie. And let the curse reverse. And I mean that. Quit playing. Y'all stop speaking stuff on people. It's crazy, man. Let me see. So, and it took me a year. Let me hit on that point. It ain't like I lost 100 pounds in 3 months. I know people who have lost that in 3 months, but that ain't my ministry. That ain't even my story. It took me a whole year, count it, 365, to lose 100 pounds. And that wasn't easy. Shoot. It's called control. It's called watching what goes in your mouth, moving more than what goes in your mouth, and drinking plenty of freaking water when you want to pop, when you want some ice cold Pepsi, and knowing you can't have it because it'll knock you out of what you're trying to do, and pop ain't good for you anyway. Knowing that you want a daggone milkshake, a daggone banana split, and know you can't have them the way you want them. It's called control. Get into it. Shoot, it's a whole lot of days I sit over here mad at the world because what I wanted, I thought about, do I want to be healthy or do I want to have instant gratification? Do I want to be smaller or do I want to have instant gratification? That's the conversations I have with myself. Screw anybody else, because anybody else got to live in my body. So that's where I am with it. I ask myself, Coco, is that 2 pieces of cake that you want to eat? Is that going to equal out to something? Is it worth putting back on them pounds? Shoot. Always speaking some stuff on people. Stop that crap. I don't play it. I don't play it because I know word curses. I know that they can land somewhere. The Bible said the weapon would form, but it wouldn't prosper. So that means that somebody can speak something on you and you will develop it. You may not die from it. I suffer from it, but you can develop it. And that's why I say all them word curses that people be trying to send over here, I send them right back to you. So when you find yourself sick, hurting, depressed, can't move out of the bed, joints stiff and all that, because everything you sent over here, I asked the Lord to send it back. Because trust me, he shows me and he tells me, stop trying to curse me. Stop trying to, that's witchcraft, y'all. That's manipulation and it's witchcraft. Stop trying to control me. Only person can control me is God. That's it. That's all. And that's sad, man. It is sad. Anyway, this seasoning, this spice also can unclog arteries. So if you have a heart issue, this can unclog your arteries, any type of plaque buildup. It helps with depression as well. It has been studied to help with depression. It also helps with skin conditions that you have, like psoriasis and eczema and things like that. It reduces areas of redness in your skin and removes dark circles. Yeah, so it also helps with scabies, y'all. It treats scabies. So that's good to know too. And how you treat it with scabies is you want to mix some of this herb with a few drops of lemon juice. You're going to form a paste like and rub it on the skin. So, it may take about 2 to 3 weeks, but it should clear up. Okay. Also, this is supposed to stop cancer in this thing. It fights prostate cancer, bowel cancer, pancreatic cancer, and other cancers. I think one is breast cancer too, if I'm not mistaken. It fights with that as well. So, it's good. It helps the liver. It boosts the antioxidants in the liver. It increases your glutathione. Now, if your body misses glutathione, you almost dead. Okay, so it helps increase that in your body, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It helps with kidney health. And what you want to do when you take turmeric, see, I get it. That's what it is. When you take turmeric, you want to put a little bit, and I put it in my coffee, okay? But you can put it on your meals. You can put it anywhere you want. But you also want to make sure that you drop some black pepper in it too. It don't have to be a lot, but it does have to be at least half of whatever turmeric you put in there, enough where you could see the pepper, because the black pepper attaches itself to the turmeric and it helps it to penetrate where it needs to be. It helps your body absorb it, and that's what gives you the outcome that you need and that you're desiring to heal your body. So whenever you take turmeric, you got to make sure that one of the ingredients with turmeric, whether you take it in a pill or whether you take it by going and getting the spice itself, you have to make sure that you mix it with black pepper. Now, since anybody want to know, I got a couple more things. I'm going to tell you what it does. But yes, that is what helped me with my rapid weight loss. Turmeric and black pepper. Every day. Every day. And what it does is eats up the fat. And it heals as it's eating up the fat. So just to let y'all know, since people want to know extra what I did, that's what I did. That's the main thing I did, besides doing I didn't drink any pops. I did drink teas, but only maybe once a day. The rest of it was water and one cup of coffee. If y'all didn't know, coffee curbs your appetite, and it also burns fat, and it also flushes your system, and to where fat's not stored up in your body. Um, what else did I do? Spring water, spring water, spring water, spring water, spring water. Some days I felt like a pincushion. I drank so much water. Um, what else? And of course, moved. You know, got up and moved, got up and danced. Uh, you know, things like that to keep my body moving. And I cut out my breads every now and then. I had bread every now and then. I did not eat a lot of fried food at all. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I don't really care for meat all that much anymore because my body is set now to where I eat more vegetables and stuff than I do meats. I do still eat meat, so I ain't trying to make it seem like that. I just don't eat it all the time. Like each one of my meals, I don't have to have a meat. You know, some days I don't eat meat. I just eat maybe a side salad, a smoothie, an egg, you know, things of that nature, and I don't eat bread. So yeah, I drink coffee. Quit playing. So let me see what else. And even with that, my body's changing where even with that, I don't drink coffee like I used to. I used to drink coffee at least 3 times a day. I had to have it. Now I fix me a cup of coffee because I got this special cup that keeps my coffee hot. Yes, sir. God loves me. Anyway, uh, and I'll drink like half of that cup. And I get up and walk away, grab me a bottle of water, and I'm done. And I be done forgot all about that coffee. Next morning, I go look for my cup. I find it, still half a thing of coffee in there. I dump it out, wash it out, start all over again. So I waste more coffee now than I do drink it. So eventually, I guess I'll come all the way off of it. I tried decaf coffee, y'all. It's just not the same. It's just not. So, um, what else? But yeah, water. Water is my friend. Water, water, water is my friend. And what else? So yeah, those are some things that I did. And hopefully it worked for whoever's trying to lose weight. Um, you know, like I said, every day I put turmeric and black pepper in my hot beverage. Every day. Every day. So yeah, it's a bad boy. It's a bad boy. And every now and then I drunk a half of a coffee cup of garlic water. I put some garlic in my cup and put some water in it and let it steep there for about maybe 15 minutes. Stir it up and then down it. If you don't know about the benefits of garlic, I'll do that one day. But that's one of the easiest ways to burn fat, to be healthy, to open up your lungs, to fight off colds, to keep from getting colds, to lower your blood pressure. I mean, that's one of the easiest ways. You know, and I'm a garlic hound, so it don't offend me to take no garlic. I'm just saying. So, okay, so back to what I was saying real quick. Turmeric grows your hair, so that's another thing it does. It grows your hair. It builds up your immunity. Yeah, it builds up your immunity. If you have a sore throat, you can drink turmeric water or gargle with turmeric. I have a teaspoon and some salt in a glass of water. It'll knock it out. Urinary functions. It helps with your bladder. It helps with your uh, uh, come on, quit playing. It helps with your bladder. What am I trying to say? Your urinary tract too. It helps with any infection. Now, men, hear me good. Any men who suffer with prostate problems, such as an enlarged prostate, uh, BPH, prostatitis, which is the inflammation of the prostate, you want to get on turmeric. Okay. It helps fight the inflammation. It helps where you need it to in a natural way. It has certain chemicals that heal your prostate. You heard that, right? So if you have a prostate issue, turmeric. It also helps with inflamed bowel disease. Anybody suffering from IBD, it soothes the digestive system and the lower digestive tract. So, let me see. It helps with your brain, helps you clear thinking, function, concentration. Um, what else does it help with? I already said clogged arteries. It helps whiten your teeth. Those of you who have teeth. Let me see. Yeah, I hit everything. You know, you can take it in a capsule, you can take it in a tincture, you can take it in tea. You can just go get the spice and sprinkle it. So turmeric is a bad boy. Yeah, turmeric is good for your prostate. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, very, very much so. And like I said, you always want to do turmeric and black pepper. Not a lot, because you'll be burning. You'll be burning. So just do, you know, a little pinch of black pepper and a little pinch, as my grandmother said, a little pinch of black pepper, and you know, mix it up. You can sprinkle. You can actually sprinkle turmeric on your food. You know, I don't like it like that. It has to be blended in something hot for me. So you know, like I said, I have to. You have to know your ministry. It has to be blended in something hot. So I just wanted to make sure that I revisit that, because again, also it's anti-cancer too. You know, so let me tell you something about the herbs. A lot of people think as soon as they start taking herbs that within 24 hours it's going to be over. No. Especially if you're dealing with something you've been dealing with for years. No. It at least takes some weeks. But you have to be diligently doing it in order for it to do that. You know. So I just wanted to say that, because a lot of people, I don't know what they think these herbs supposed to do. I ain't figured that one out yet. It's like, well, I took it Tuesday and today's Friday, and what? You thought you that third eye in the middle of your chin was gonna leave? No, it don't. It don't. It don't go that quick, dude. You know. What else? I forgot what else I was gonna say. Hold on, think. Anyway, um, some more good news I have. Well, I'll wait for that. Cause yeah, that's. I'll wait for that. Uh, yeah, let me tell you, but I will give y'all this praise report. So I was driving today, and I had my baby girl and her friend in the car with me, and my car said ding ding ding. I mean, it was like a real loud ding. I was like, "What is that?" And I happened to look, and it said one of my tires was low. I didn't know my car did that. I don't know everything that my car does. You know, I just don't. I haven't familiarized myself with it yet. I should. But again, it goes back to when I had a husband, I didn't have to do all that again. So it's like I'm still stuck in that mode. So I said, well, I'm going to have to read and see what all my car comes with. So I thought that was neat that it was telling me that my tire was low. And so I was like, I was kind of scared, because I was like, I didn't know if it was low because it was a flat, or if it was low because I don't know. And so once I let my daughter them out to go in there and see about the apartment, I said, I'll be back. And so I had to come home for something, but it's a tire place. That's a good thing living and outside of a predominantly black city. I live like in a very mixed city. And right here, a street over, at the beginning of my street, if you go down one, it's a big old automotive tire place and everything, like right there. So I was like, oh, I hope these people, can take me. And so when I pulled in, the owner was like, hey, how you doing? How can I help you? I said, my low pressure tire thing or whatever just came on. And he started laughing. I said, so I just wanted to know, can you check it for me? He said, hold on, I'll get somebody check for you. So, he had this little dude that works there. He said, ma'am, you know what tire it is? I said, no. He said, I'll just check them out. I'm like, okay. So I realized I didn't have no cash on me, man. I was like, man. I said, I hope they can. I know they can take cars, but I just didn't know how much it was going to be. So I said, so when he got done, he said, ma'am, you're all set. And he was walking away. I said, hey. I said, how much is it? Oh, he said, it's just $1 a tire. I said, okay, well, here's my card. I don't have no cash. He said, forget about it. He said, go on. I was like, what? I said, okay, I'll bring it back. He said, if you got to, okay. I was like, wow, okay, thank you. And it took a lot. I said, okay, God, come on, favor. Because some places they don't care if they'll charge your card for $4. Or you look on you look on your card, it'd be a $10 charge. You're like, wait a minute, hold on, them tires are just $4. So yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, okay. And so my baby girl texted me. She's like, Mama, why didn't you wait on me? I would have did it for you. I said, I explain when I pick y'all back up. I'm on my way now. So I really hope they told her she will hear something today on Monday. I really hope she gets it because that puts her close to me. And, she is the baby of the family. And I really want her close to me. I don't want her in my house, but I want her close to me. So, that way, if she has to get to me, she can get to me without a problem. Or if I have to get to her, it's like 2 minutes. And that's no exaggeration. It's 2 minutes. So, I hope I've been praying for that. So I'm like, yeah, tires deflate a little when it gets colder outside. Yeah, it just shocked me because I don't know. We was carrying on a conversation and it loud. I was like, what the? It just shocked me. I was like, oh my God. I said, okay. So now I know what to expect, so I'm like, I'm grateful, very grateful. So y'all, like I told my baby boy, a car is a good thing to have, but it can be a headache. It can be, I'm trying to get my oldest son, off my insurance. So the car that my husband had bought me before he got me this truck, that's the car and then my husband took that car. So now that's the car I'm giving my son. Me and my husband already discussed it before he passed away. So I'm giving it to my son. But right now, he's on my insurance because I want that car covered. However, the 1st of November, you got to come up off my crap. Yeah. And once he come up off my stuff, my insurance go all the way down to $120. Who? Thank God you do have a car that alerts you when you get low. Yeah, I had never had that before. I ain't gonna sit here in front like I did. I never had that before. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she is. She's excited. I'm excited for her. I told her my brand new dining room set, that's hers. Because I want that pink one. So she can have that one. She can have the rug, everything, the dishes, the setup, everything. All of that's hers. It's got to go. So she's got a full-fledged dining room already set up. She ain't got to worry about that. Then she's got the queen size bed me and her dad bought her last year, and brand new queen size bed that's still downstairs, along with her 50-some inch television on the wall. So she got them 2 things. She ain't got to worry about nothing. And if push comes to shove, I forgot to ask her if her apartment complex has a wash and dryer, because I told her she could have my wash and dryer because I'm getting a brand new one. I'm getting me it's a GE. Is it GE? Yeah, it's a GE wash and dryer. I've been doing my research and I've already went and priced it and filled out my application. I got the money for it. So we're going to do brand new wash and dry. So she can have the mask downstairs. It still washes and dries and everything. I'm just ready for something different that's going to last me the next whatever. And I know she's starting now, and I'm trying to help her as much as I can. So I already, let's see. What am I doing? What else am I doing for her when she moved? I'm doing her housewarming, and I'm going to, it's something else I said I was going to do for her. She don't know yet, but I am doing her house. She don't even know about the housewarming. I told her somebody's going to do it. I already got everything planned and everything. So she going to have a good housewarming. So something like it. Something like it. She tell her friend, you ain't seen my mama's TV. My daddy bought that for her because she wanted it. It's a big TV, man. I thought mama was going to give me that. Girl, you smoking. You know I ain't getting rid of my television. Girl, you smoking. You smoking. And her friend asked me what size it was. And I told her, she said, dang, I ain't never seen nothing that big. I said, honey, I'm going bigger. Wait till March happen. When March come around, I want the biggest thing they got in the store. I love TV, and I need it to be as big as I want it to be. I need to feel like I'm in a theater for real. So, but ain't nobody getting this one. How about that? Matter of fact, I'm adding speakers to this for surround sound. So it's really going to be, my son Corey's going to do it. He's going to come over and do all my electronics for me. So, yeah, it's really going to be, So when I start having football games and basketball games, and even if I have the football playoff over here and everything, everybody going to be like, yes. So, yeah. Excited. So, anyway, y'all, the only way that all this won't happen is if I decide to move. And I have not, I've been kicking around the idea, but I haven't made up my mind yet. And I probably won't make up my mind until April. And April of 2023. So, part of me, if I can just be transparent, part of me wants something just for me. It's something new. And it don't have to be a new house. It just has to be something new that nobody else that I know has been in, like really starting anew. And I was thinking about it. If I did, I think I'm moving to Indiana. I love Indiana. I do. I really do. And it's just across the bridge, actually. So if my kids need me, I can always come back across the bridge, or they can come over there. If I stay in Kentucky, I'm going deeper out, So that's if I decide to move. I'm going deeper out. But if I decide to keep this house, then I'm going to do a whole lot of different things. Like the outside, I've already got a price for the stuff on the outside, how I want it. This color that I got is do. It's just a whole lot of stuff. It's a whole lot of stuff I want to do. And everything. And the reason why I say that, because I got some great neighbors. I really do. They watch out for the street. We watch out for each other's house. I got some great neighbors. And if I move somewhere, I don't know what type of neighbors I'm going to get. And that means a lot to me. I don't have to really sleep with one eye open. You got to be cautious with everything. But it's one thing to be living in a great neighborhood on a great street with great neighbors. It just is, So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So, and then poses a problem because it ain't no problem, because if my husband, whoever that shall be, I'm quite sure he wouldn't mind moving in an already made house. Come on now, quit playing. Especially, and I got good taste and my stuff looks good. So I'm quite sure, however, if it becomes a thing that, he has his own house here, then okay, let me see. And I still wouldn't give up mine. Mm-mm. I heard too many horror stories. Uh-uh. So, but we'll see. It's a conversation that I have to have, and I will. That's always a great thing when you have great neighbors. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and they know us. We know them. Even though we don't hang out and talk and all, that's not what this is about. It's the fact that, do you know who's living on your street? And the people living on your street, are you afraid that, if you get robbed, they ain't gonna say nothing? Or are they gonna be the ones that robbed you? So that's what you think about, and everything. So only thing I don't like I want my house fenced in the front. I'm one of them. I'm bougie. And here in my city, because I live in a small city outside of Louisville, right? And here in my city, they don't play it. You cannot fence in your front yard at all. They don't play it. Your backyard, it better be fenced in. Your front yard, no. And see me, I be wanting to put me up a fortress. You gotta ring a bell to get to me. So I'm very particular about the things I like. I don't, I ain't like everybody else. I'm not. I like my stuff. I like my stuff a certain way. I like it to look a certain way. That's just me. It's always been me. I'm one of them. Like I said, I'm bougie. I'm one of them. You know, I hate for people. I hate not having no grass. So I got plenty of grass. I can't stand a ball yard. It just does something to me. Even when I was in the projects, we had grass. So, it ain't got nothing to do with where that you live in the house. No, take pride in what you do. We had beautiful flowers outside. We painted the steps. I mean, honey, we were set apart. Do you hear me? So I grew up. Somebody told me they ain't never heard this before, but I actually grew up with a TV in the bathroom. That's no lie. I grew up with a TV in the bathroom, and I'm 52. So back in the 70s and stuff, my grandparents, and that's where I was at, had a TV in the bathroom. So while I was taking my bath, I was watching TV, All in the Family, Alice, uh, uh, the Jeffersons, Give Me a Break and all that and stuff. Yeah, Hee Haw. I was watching that, honey. I'd be in the bathroom, taking the bath, watch TV. So, like my mama said, they made me this way. And it's just, and I don't have a TV in the bathroom, but I'm just saying there's certain things I grew up with that wasn't normal actually for some Black people, so that's, people get mad at me because I like things a certain way. And then but I ain't asking you to do it. As long as you ain't my man, you ain't got to worry about it. Only people got to worry about stuff like that is if you interest in me, because I watch what you do before we get together. If you ain't doing nothing for me before we get together, I'm not stupid to think if we get together, you're going to do it. You're going to feel like I got you now and it's not necessary. Oh, did she just preach? Yes, she did. That's exactly how you're going to think. I got you now and it ain't necessary for me to try to do nothing because I got you. So now, Shoot. A TV in the bathroom isn't in the normal Black household though. And it's not bougie to want your fence. Yeah, I mean I got my backyard fence. It's just my front yard. And they, like I said, in this small city I live in, they come around. Let me tell you something. I like it though. They get on my nerves, but I like it. They come around, like the mayor and all this of my city, right around each street in her district, in her city, and make notes. Let your stuff be out of whack against the policy. She'll shoot you a letter so quick and give you a certain amount of time to bring it up to code. I like that because I think when you start being so lackadaisical, people, that's when your city goes down. People stop caring, But yeah, like these leaves I got all on my grass and stuff, it's only a matter of time before I get a letter in the mail saying you need to rake your leaves. And we're giving you this amount of time to get them leaves bagged up and off your lawn. So I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody to come. My yard is huge. And I'm looking for somebody to come and get them together because I ain't the one. I don't want to be sick. I'm allergic. So yeah. And in predominantly black neighborhoods, you don't hear that. They don't care what you do in your yard. They don't care. That's why the property level's down. That's why Bobo and Cuckoo them can hang out all night and throw beer cans and cuss and loud music everywhere and all this stuff. And you ask them, can you turn down your music, please? Shut the F up. They go out over here. Oh no, they ain't playing that. They ain't playing that. You only gonna get one call. Your neighbor can call one time. And you talking about a fine? Yeah, okay. Play with it. Play with it. So a lot of people couldn't live over here. A lot of people couldn't hang over here because they wouldn't make it. They wouldn't make it. They have no discipline. When you have no discipline, like I said, discipline goes a long way in what you eat, your health, your business practices. A lot of people don't have no discipline. They don't even pay their bills correctly. There is no way you should end up broke every month. It's just not. Unexpected things happen, that's different. But unexpected every month, no, it's something wrong with you. You're not doing something right. Even if it's a surplus of $20 left at the end of the month, that should be good. But some people be negative 20 and be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know how that happened. I don't this, that, and the other. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, I just and see, my husband, God rest his soul, he was making so much money. It was ridiculous. He was making so much money. It was crazy. Sometime I looked at our checking account, was like, are we serious? Did we pay bills this month? And I go back and look on the computer like pay, 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 pay. Like this man is working his butt off. But that's all he ever wanted to do. He even told the kids, my desire is to take care of your mama. That's it. That's all I want to do. And that's what he did. And he did it. Huh. Shh. And I'm grateful that he trusted me to take care of bills. Because a lot of men can't trust women. They give them the money to take care of the stuff and stuff get cut off every month. And so I'm grateful that he trusted me enough to know that he can trust me. Like I ain't got to worry about nothing. She going to make sure we got food. She going to make sure we got clean stuff for her. She going to make sure we got what we need. And I can have some of what I want. So like I said, I know what I'm working. And you know what, y'all? Okay, let me say this. That's why I'm so hard on men that tries to talk to me. Because I do know my worth. I do know it. I know who I am, whose I am, and what I'm about. And I can't let nobody make me beneath where I am. I just can't do that. And a lot of times, a lot of the arguments, a lot of the dissatisfaction with me comes in because I won't take down. I won't become that bobblehead woman that, okay, whatever you want, okay, yeah, okay. I'm not that type. I'm not. And that offends males. Know that I didn't say men. That offends males because she don't want to submit. Submit to what? What am I submitting to? See, you give a woman a house, she'll make it a home. You give a woman some food, she'll make you a meal. Whatever you give her, she'll make something out of it. But if you give me nothing, you get nothing. Point blank, period. And a lot of times, because I'm not that bobblehead, and I know my worth, that bothers a lot of males. It bothers them. It just does. you know, and I can understand, like anything I'm giving, I'm grateful for. But you can't roll up on me and be my mate and think that a Happy Meal is gonna be suffice for me. We're gonna go get some McDonald's. I'm not a McDonald's chick. I do McDonald's coffee, and every now and then I may do some nuggets. But you ain't gonna keep on thinking that's a delicacy to me, and we rolling up on the McDonald's. It don't work like that. It just don't. So, and I think that's the problem. A lot of men, a lot of males. I ain't gonna say men because a man is a status and it's a character thing, but a lot of males don't understand who they have in front of them, and they try to clump all of us women together. Even though we have a slit that's called a vagina, we all ain't the same at all. So it just is what it is. So I'm gonna have to have this conversation. I'm gonna have to have this conversation tonight, which I don't have to have it because when somebody knows your worth, you don't have to have it. But it's just a reminder. It's just a reminder. That's it. That's all. Anyway, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you to all my subbies. Happy birthday to any October birthdays. We're almost in November. It's almost Thanksgiving time. And I am out. Smooches.